Hi, my name is Alisa Alemania, and I'm here to interview some historians about the three different groups of Muslims in Sulu. There are three different groups of Muslims in Sulu: the Balangigi tribe or Samal, who occupy the chain of islands between Basilan and Sulu Island, and a seafaring community. The Ilanun or raiding tribe, who engage in pirate activity, are also a seafaring community. And lastly, the Tausug, a tribe without maritime experience but known for its fierce warriors and widespread political power. Tausugs controlled the Sulu Sultanate in the south, with the lineage of Tausug Sultan and high-ranking officials dating as far back as the 15th century. The Ilanun and Balangigi tribe or Samal would often join forces with the Tausugs. These groups would often cause piratical or retaliatory attacks in Sulu and Maguindanao. In 1380, Islam arrived in the Philippines in the south. The presence of Christianity, brought by Ferdinand Magellan, disrupted the spread. These colonizers thought that it was their responsibility to prevent the spread of Islam and spread Christianity instead. The Spanish at their peak had an impressive empire that spread across the world, that were motivated by wealth and their mission to propagate Christianity around the world. Because of this, the Muslims treated the spread of Christianity with scorn. The sultanates wanted to increase their power by means of spreading Islam religion instead of Christianity, and to do that, eradicating the Christian Spanish presence in Zamboanga was one of their top priorities.
Nadiskubre sa Butuan City, Agusan del Norte ang pinakamalaking balangay o sinaunang sasakyang pandagat na ginamit ng ating mga ninuno. Posibleng ginawa ang tinaguriang mothership bago pa man dumating si Ferdinand Magellan sa ating bansa noong 1521.
In 1977, an archaeological dig in Butuan City, a small town in the northern part of Mindanao, would reveal evidence of ancient maritime civilization. The carbon dating implied that the artifacts found belong in the 4th century of ancient maritime civilization, long before the arrival of colonizers. The people who built these ships were sailors with immense knowledge of the seas. The Ilanuns or slave raiders inherited the maritime knowledge from these sailors, which helped them build a flourishing trade in the sea. By the mid-1700s, these ships were innovated into a sturdier craft, and they can travel further. Because of this opportunity and the growing demand for slaves from the south, the frequency or number of raiding expeditions grew. The small raids of the Ilanuns in the south would actually turn into great expeditions that would eventually go beyond the Philippine archipelago and to the Straits of Malacca, close to 2,000 km away, which is located in between Malaysia and Indonesia. In the mid-18th century, the seasonal arrival of a very large number of raiders from the southern Philippines raided the Straits of Malacca. The Ilanun slave raiders who landed in were skilled warriors and sailed formidable ships. Their ship vessels were advanced enough to go into shallow waters. They also had compasses and cannons on board their ship, which made them easier to raid communities. That's all for today. And remember, we are not makers of history. We are made by history.